I think it's time we blow this seed. Get everybody in the stuff together. I forgot how the tune actually goes. But yeah, today we are taking a look at the live-action Cowboy Bebop for the Netflix series. This series did come out back in 2020-2021 and does have hour-long episodes, which there is 10 of. So you can easily watch this within 10 hours if you do want to, like I did. And with Cowboy Bebop making its way into Fortnite with the Spike Spiegel and the Faye Valentine skins, I thought it was a better time than ever to take a look at this series. I will be making LEGO customs on this series as well over the next couple of days, because I think these character designs are slightly different to the anime, and I did make a couple of customs for the anime back when I did watch that back in like 2019. I don't know, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it on like E4 All 4, and without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say about this anime series. So, you can watch this on Netflix. It has one season, it's a western, and it has a 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 3 out of 5 on Common. A ragtag crew of bounty hunters chases down the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. They'll save the world for the right price. So, how the series actually starts is with Jet and Spike try to get a bounty inside a casino. They obviously fail, but that sets up the dynamic quite nicely of these characters, showing you that they're not the best bounty hunters. They try their best, and they want to do the best that they can, but they might not always see eye to eye. They might be a little bit, a little bit silly, a little bit incapable, but it also sets the family dynamic as well with Jet, because he cares about his daughter, he cares about his family, and he wants to help his daughter on his birthday get a toy doll, which is his main primary sort of objective. That's his main mission. That's his main arc throughout this entire series. It's like a buddy cop. We see their sort of comedic style. They bounce off each other quite well. It might be a little bit awkward for us as viewers because we don't know some of the inside jokes that they have, but they look like they're having a good time. We then have them run into Faye Valentine, who, was also on a mission and tries to steal their bounty, and then she manages to get away, and they end up meeting her again later on when she needs their help because people are being turned into trees. So yeah, the people that are being turned into trees are by this mother and daughter duo with with her sons as like sidekicks, and they are, they don't get... I'm gonna be honest, Jet and Spike are quite shit, because the two that they were bounty hunting died. The two that they moved on to bounty hunting when they met Faye died. And then when they go and try and stop this mother-daughter duo, the daughter kills them both. So they're just kind of there. I'm going to be honest, they don't really do much. And Faye saves them from one of the nukes launching to stop them being turned into trees. And then Spike and Jet go and save them. Then a load of criminals escape. And Jet goes on a side mission to, I don't fucking know, to find out who set him up and who, threw him under the bus and framed him for something that he didn't do, so that he lost his daughter and his wife. And Jet and Spike and Faye just sit in the ship and chill. Pretty much it. They go and find a dog. That's it. Faye steals a ship and the dog, brings them both back, and they then fucking... They meet a cow, a clown, which has lightning powers, which set them up to kill them. Then there's a Faye leaves to go find her parents, who aren't really her parents, and then she steals their ship. And then Jet has a flashback, not Jet, Spike has a... Right, these names are so confusing, I'm going to be honest, I'm so sorry. Spike has a flashback of his past, and we see his girlfriend, and how much he cares for his girlfriend, and then he goes to save the girlfriend, getting Jet's child involved, and also Faye involved. They all argue, they save the day, they save the child, they kill the bad guy. Spike's girlfriend tries to kill Spike, and Then we have Spike's girlfriend leading the villainous cartel. And then Ed finds Spike and Ein. And that's where the series ends. I'm going to be honest, my straightaway thing after that is, that's not my Ed. That is not my Ed. I did not appreciate that. I'm going to be honest, I was complaining throughout the entire series, wanting to see Ed, because Ed is my favourite character from Cowboy Bebop. They were like the comedic relief, they were the funny one, they were the one which had the good connection with Ein, and Ein was useless in this as well. Ein was, like, he had no use other than scaring the cloud away, and then they just threw Ein away as soon as they saw that he was half robot, and I hated that. I thought that was really awful, because that's not how it happens in the anime, because in the anime, like, Ed and Ein choose to leave on their own, and so does Faye. And in the anime, it's not really a serialized story. It's not like a plot-driven story. It's a character-driven story. So seeing it have this like big plot elements and try and give the characters like story arcs, with Jet being so involved with his child, which we don't really see. I think that's like a one-episode storyline that we see in the anime, and I don't get like how they managed to stretch that out for so long. It did show that he cared for his daughter, and I did actually appreciate that. I liked his like father is like his fathering. I thought it was pretty cool, and a side of Jet that we didn't really get to see all that much of in the anime, so it definitely like expanded upon his character. I didn't like how Spike was constantly like upset about the breakup. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, It's been quite a few years. I'm pretty sure it's been like 5 or 6 years or whatever. And you are still, like, on this, like, caring about this girl. I'm gonna be honest. You are very down bad, Spike. You are very down bad. I know it's not easy to get over someone. And I know if you love somebody, you care for them, and you're going to want to be with them forever, and you're going to have a lot of feelings for them. So if they do leave you, it is going to be very upsetting and quite traumatic. But I don't think it's like 6 years worth of traumatic, I'm gonna be honest. From the flashback that we got, it looked like they spent a couple of nights together, and that was kind of it. So to have that connection spark and miss her for like 6 years, I think is a little over the top. Faye's story I liked because it stayed quite true to her anime story, where she's just trying to find out who she is, and they definitely changed the ending of the series compared to the anime, where they have everybody helping out in the final fight with Spike, instead of Spike just going off on his own after Faye and Ed already left. And in the anime, like, Jet and Spike finish on good terms, so I'm kind of upset that they ended off on pretty bad terms here. It just really upset me, because it wasn't like a wholesome happy ending that I was expecting. I know the anime is not a wholesome happy ending, but at least for Jet, like, and Spike, they had a pretty good sort of, I'll see you around type thing. Thank you for being my friend type thing. And we don't really get that in the anime. What we get instead is Ed randomly showing up, and I'm not a huge fan of the Ed in the live action. I'm gonna be honest. That's not my Ed. It came so out of the blue and so randomly, and I don't know why. It just felt so off. It just felt so off with the anime. Like, it wasn't a very good transition. There was quite a lot of build-up for the main villain, but he didn't really feel evil to me. I'm gonna be honest, like, the main overarching bad guy, the one that, like, was the big villain, he didn't seem very villainous. He was obviously a bad guy, like, he was abusing his wife and going mad with power, but he wasn't, like, a villain. He was just an awful dude. Like, he didn't do anything to be, like, villain status. He was just an asshole and someone that deserved what he got. Like, he just wanted power, and he wanted people to respect him, and he was just very narcissistic as well. And again, he was a bad guy of the episode back in the anime. He wasn't like a full series villain. It has been a while since I have seen the anime, so, you know, I might be wrong with some of the things that I say, but, like, I'm pretty sure he was just, like, villain of the episode, and it was, like, the season final. I don't think he was, like, this big overarching villain, and they tried to hit you with like this really big backstory of like, oh, this is like they were actually friends type thing, and I just didn't care for it. I'm going to be honest. That was one of the worst episodes in my opinion. I liked the other random episodes where they were going off and doing random sort of bounties with like an overarching story in the background. That's where I think this season had a stronger suit. I still do prefer the anime because obviously my favorite character is Ed, and I really did get pissed off when they just threw Ein away because he had a camera in his eye or whatever. That really upset. I know they don't really see what dogs are in this series or this franchise or this world, but still, just throwing Ein under the bus like that was really upsetting to me. I really did not like that. It genuinely upset me, and I was so upset that Ed wasn't there to stick up for Ein, because Ed and Ein were like inseparable in the series, and Ed was quite helpful in the series because like Ed was the tech. Ed was like the hacker and the knowledge, and was the one that was helping them out on the missions. And Ed did help them out on the missions in the live action, but only on one. And it was the weird like robot mindfuckery one, which was a strange episode. But I liked how it was filmed, and I did like how gradually, as Spike was in there for longer, the background and the like props in that world were becoming glitchy and unstable. It just showed his mind slowly corrupting, and I quite liked it. I thought it was fun. And this series can nowhere near live up to the anime, and Netflix is going to continue to try and make live actions. They already have a Naruto one and a My Hero one in the works, so it's just an inevitability, but we can at least hope that they're half decent. I don't think this one was as bad as everyone thought. I think this is a pretty cool spin on Cowboy Bebop, and again, if you're going to make a live action, you have to have some changes to make it original, to make it different, to make it stand out, and to give you a reason to watch it. So overall, I think this is a 5 out of 10.